Hello, welcome to our lesson. Our topic this time is for this video is about how to find the volume of solid figure. Before we begin, as you can see on the screen, can you help the boy identify the solid figure shown below? Can you help him determine its relationship with others or with other solid figures? Okay, let's try to help him. So what are the names of these solid figures? Alright, you have here rectangular prism. Saan dito si rectangular prism? Okay, the one that is in color violet. We have the cone. Okay. Saan kaya si cone? Ayun. Color brown. Okay. What about the cube? Where is the cube? Here. It's color green. Like my t-shirt. Next, we have cylinder. Cylinder, nasaan ka? Ayun, it's color blue. We have two circular bases for a cylinder. And we have pyramid. Pyramid, where are you? O yun. It's color red. May tatsulok at may matulis na bahagi sa taas, sa dulo. So that is a pyramid. And we have the sphere. Where is the sphere? Okay, yung aqua blue. It's round. It's color earth. So what are we going to have now? Let's have first the relationship of the volume of a rectangular prism and a pyramid. When we talk about a rectangular prism, we'll also talk about present the rectangular pyramid. Okay, so you have the rectangular prism. Ano ba ang meron sa kanya? Meron siyang length. Makikita nyo sa pointer. Then width. Yan. And meron siyang height. Okay. Now, the volume of this rectangular prism is 3 times the volume of the pyramid. So, kung lalagyan natin ng tubig ito, gagamitin natin ang pyramid, rectangular pyramid, na may kasing laki, kapareha ang sukat sa kanyang sahig, yun sa kanyang base. Meron siyang tatlong rectangular pyramid na ipapasok dito. Yung laman ng tatlong rectangular pyramid ang kasyang ipasok sa ganito kalaki na rectangular prism. Okay? Alalahanin na yung laki ng base ng rectangular pyramid ay kasing laki din dito sa rectangular prism. Okay? Next, look at rectangular pyramid. You have here the length. Kasi nga rectangular siya. Then, meron siyang width. And of course, meron siyang height. Yung simula sa base, papunta sa itaas, yung matulis na bahagi sa taas, that is the height. So, with equal length, width, and height, its volume is 1/3 the volume of a prism. Okay. So, the common of these two solid figures, the prism and the pyramid, it has length, it has width, and height. Alalahanin din na kailangan yung base nila ay parihang-pariha ang laki, ang sukat. Then, exact relationship is determined through equal measurement of length, width, and height. So, look at here, the illustration below. As you can see, we have 3 rectangular pyramid with the same measures in base, 18 cm, and a height of 8 cm. Now, look at the rectangular prism. The base is 18 centimeter and the height is 8 centimeter. So if you notice, pare-pareho ang kanilang sukat. Pare-pareho ang laki ng kanilang base. Okay? Yun ang ibig sabihin na with equal length, width, and height. Okay? So sa isang rectangular prism na yan, kakasya yung tatlong rectangular pyramid na silang dalawa ay magkapareho ang laki ng base at magkasing haba yung kanilang height. Magkasing taas yung kanilang height. Okay? We have here the relationship of the volume of a cylinder and a cone. So, tingnan natin si cylinder. Cylinder has two circular bases. Okay? Dahil bilog siya, so ang gagamitin natin na paghanap ng kanyang sukat ay radius. And mula sa base, pataas, that is height. Tingnan naman natin si cone. Yung base niya ay pabilog din. Dahil bilog, so radius din yun ang ginagamit sa kanya. And mula sa base papunta sa taas, yung matulis na bahagi, that is also the height. So what is common between these two solid figures? The common among them is radius and height. And they have the same size of base. Pareho ang sukat ng kanilang base. Hindi pwedeng malaki si cylinder, maliit si cone. Malaki si cone, maliit si cylinder. No. Kailangan magkasing laki ang kanilang base at magkasing tangkad sila. Magkasing taas ang kanilang height. Okay? Hindi pwedeng mas mababa ang isa kaysa isa. So, with equal radius and height, its volume is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. Dito naman sa cylinder, with equal radius and height, its volume is 3 times the volume of a cone. So, ibig sabihin, merong tatlong cone na magkasing laki at magkasing haba ng cylinder na ito, ang kakasya sa kanya kapag punuin natin ng tubig. Exact relationship is determined through equal measurement of radius and height. Okay. Now look at this one. If you notice, there is a cone inside the cylinder. And if you observe, yung base na bilog dyan, magkapareho sila, magkasing laki yung base ng cylinder at ng base ng cone. At mapapansin mo din, magkasing tangkad si cone at si cylinder. So, dapat pareho ang kanilang height, pareho din ang sukat ng kanilang base. Okay? So, the volume of the cone inside the cylinder is less than the volume of the cylinder. Now, tingnan natin to. Okay? Subukan nating lagyan ng tubig si cone na may kasing haba kay cylinder at may kasing laki ng base kay cylinder. Okay? So, ito yon. Ibig sabihin, sa isang cone na magkapareho silang sukat kay cylinder, hanggang dito lang siya. Okay? As you notice, may mga guhit dyan. So, anong mangyayari? Ayan, ito. Yung cone na mayroong kasing laki ng base kay cylinder at kasing tangkad sa height ng cylinder, pareho sila ng sukat sa height, pareho sila ng sukat ng base. Sa isang cylinder na yan, tatatlong cone ang pwede nating ibuhos dyan. Okay? So, tingnan natin si orange. Dito siya. Si blue, hanggang dito siya. Si pink, hanggang doon na sa itaas ng cylinder. So, napuno na si cylinder. So, ibig sabihin, kapag pareho silang lahat ng sukat, ng height at ng base, sa isang cylinder na yan, mayroong tatlong cone na pwede nating ibuhos kay cylinder. Okay. We have heard the relationship of the volume of a cylinder and a sphere. Tingnan natin si cylinder. Meron siyang dalawang circular base. Radius ang ginagamit niya at height. Okay? With an equal radius and height, its volume is 1.5 times the volume of a sphere. Okay? Tingnan naman natin si sphere. So, pabilog siya. Para siyang melon or bola. Okay? Dahil nga bilog siya, so radius ang ginagamit natin sa kanya. At pansinin natin, yung height, simula dito sa baba at dito hanggang dito sa taas, kung gaano kataas si cylinder, ganon din yung height ng sphere. With equal radius and height, its volume is 2/3 the volume of a cylinder. So, ano yung common sa kanilang dalawa? It has radius and height. Their exact relationship is determined through equal measurement of radius and height. Okay, mamaya malalaman natin yan. Okay, look at this one. So, si sphere na mayroong radius at height na pareho kay cylinder. So, nilagyan natin ng tubig mula kay sphere papunta kay cylinder. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, ayan. So, isang sphere is 1/3 part of the cylinder. Now, let's try to identify the solid figures and find its volume. What type of solid figure is this? Or what kind of solid figure is this? As you notice, the height is 11 centimeter, the length is 9 centimeter, and the width is 5 centimeter. So, automatic, maisip mo, hindi sila pareho ng sukat. Iba-iba. Kasi itong nakaharap dito at sa likod is 5. Itong nasa gilid right and left is 9 centimeter. Ito namang nasa itaas at yung base or yung sahig is 11. So, mula papunta doon sa sahig, papunta sa taas is ang height niya is 11. Okay? So, mula sa harap papunta sa likod, 9. Mula naman sa kaliwa papunta sa kanan, ang height niya is, ang width niya is 5 centimeter. Okay? So, hindi sila magkapareho. Dahil hindi sila magkapareho, this is not a cube. So, what is the answer? The answer is rectangular prism. Now, paano natin kunin ang volume ng rectangular prism? Rectangular prism is length times height. Length times height. You have here length, width, and height. Length times width must be substituted with a number given according to the problem. So as you can see, you have there the given data for width, length, and height. So let's try. Length, which is L, is 9. Okay? And W, which is width, is 5. And height, which is 11, or H, which is height, is 11 centimeter. So now, as you can see, all you have to do is multiply the length with the width, multiply it with the height. So, multiply lahat sila. Okay? So, 9 times 5 times 11. You can use your calculator. Ano ang sagot? The answer is 495 cubic centimeter, or you can write it this way, 495 cubic centimeters. Okay? Again, anong solid figure na to? This is rectangular prism. Okay? Another solid figure and how to find its volume. Who can remember this one? Okay, if you remember, the name of the solid figure is cylinder. Correct. So how to find the volume of a cylinder? You have to remember the formula pi radius squared height. So meaning to say you are going to multiply all of this. Pi times radius squared times the height. Now, what is the value of pi? Pi is 3.14. Constant yan, hindi yan magbabago. Kaya, tandaan nyo na lang, i-memorize nyo na lang na ang pi is 3.14. Okay, let's try now to substitute the letters with the given data for cylinder. You have there the volume of cylinder equals pi radius squared times height. So, the volume is equals to the value of pi, sulat natin, which is 3.14 times radius squared. So, sa radius squared nandito. Ayan, 4. So, isulat natin dito si 4. Okay? 4 squared times 10. Then, you have 3.14. Simplify. Yung 4 squared dyan, yung 2 dyan sa taas, nagsasabi kung ilang beses mo i-multiply si 4 sa kanyang sarili. Hindi mo siya i-multiply 4 times 2, mali. Kundi 4 times 4. So, dadalawahin natin si 4. Kasi nga, 4 squared. So, yung exponent na 2, uulitin ko, nagsasabi na ang base na 4 ay i-multiply mo ng 2 beses sa kanyang sarili. That is why sa baba, meron tayong 4 times 4. E di ba dalawa na siya? Alright? So kung mapapansin ninyo, ito yung, this is how to simplify 4 squared. So what is the answer now? All you have to do is multiply 3.14 times 4 times 4 times 10. The answer is 502.4 cubic centimeter. Or, you write this way, 502.4 cubic centimeters. Nasundan ba? Alright. Let's have another solid figure and let's try to compute its volume. This is what kind of solid figure? Yes, this is a sphere. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 times pi times radius cube. Hindi yan radius squared, radius cube. Okay? So, ulitin ko. How to find the volume of a sphere? The volume of a sphere is 4/3 times pi times radius cube. Okay? Remember that the value of pi is 3.14. That is constant. Hindi yan magbabago. Okay? So, let's try. You have here, the volume of a sphere is 4/3 times pi, 3.14, times, kopyahin mo yung radius ng gibi ng sphere, which is 8 meters. So, 8 cube. Kasi sa formula is radius cube. So, sulat mo dito 8 cube kasi 8 siya. Okay? Now, you are going to simplify 8 cube. Like this. Okay. So, 4/3 times 3.14 times 8 times 8 times 8. Sinadya kong isimplify yan para hindi kayo mahirapan at hindi kayo malito. Baka mamaya, akala nyo 8 times 3. Wrong. Hindi po yan. Gawin nating 3 beses i-multiply si 8 kasi 3 yung kanyang exponent. Okay? So, magiging 8 times 3 times 3 na siya. Okay ba? So, we are going now to multiply backward. 8 times 8 times 8 times 3.14. Or you can simply multiply first 3.14 times 8 times 8 times 8. Huwag mo munang galawin si 4/3. Okay? So, ibaba natin. 4/3 baba natin si 4/3 times yung result ng 3.14 times 8 times 8 times 8 equals 1,607.68. Bakit kailangan nating ipahuli si 4/3? Kasi si 4/3 is a fraction. Sila dito ay puro whole number. So, applying your knowledge in fraction, multiplying a fraction with a whole number, automatic yung whole number, magkakaroon siya ng denominator na 1. Okay? So, ganito ang mangyayari. 4/3 times 1,607.68. Galing yan dito. Inayos lang natin. Sinulat lang natin ng maayos sa fraction para hindi kayo malito over 1. Okay? Gets nyo? So, kapag ka-multiply na natin yan, 4 times 1,607.68 equals 4 times 1,607.68 equals 6,430.72. Okay? Now, 3 times 1 equals 3. Okay? So, 3 times 1 equals 3. Ngayon, dahil nawala na yung fraction, nagiging whole number na itong nasa itaas, yung iyong numerator. So, pwede na nating ma-divide siya sa iyong denominator na 3. Now, you can divide 6,430.72 divided by 3. The answer is, you can use your calculator. Okay? Get your calculator. So, you have 2,143.573 cubic meters. Okay? Yan yung sagot. Nakuha? Next. Another solid and how to solve for the volume. What solid is this? This solid figure is, yes, pyramid. And what kind of pyramid? Tingnan natin, yung base niya ay isa lang ang data na binigay. It's only 5 meters. So, ibig sabihin, mapapaisip ka, kaagad masabi mo na yung bawat gilid sa base ng pyramid na ito ay pareho ang sukat dahil iisa lang ang binigay na data. Only 5 meters. At mula sa kanyang sahig or base papunta doon sa taas, which is the height, ito yung 7.5 meters ang kanyang sukat. Now, how are you going to compute the volume of pyramid? The volume of pyramid equals 1/3 times base times height, where base is equals area of the base. So, kung maalala mo yung formula, kung paano natin kunin ang area ng square, that is side times side, or S squared. So, yun yung B dyan. S times S. Side times side. Or length times width. Okay? So, ganito yun. The volume of a pyramid is 1/3 times base times height, where B is equals length times width. Kapag ka-square, pwede mong sabihin length times width, L times W. Or you can also write side times side, S times S. Okay? Now, let's substitute. You have there, volume of 1 is equals to 1/3 times length times width times height. Okay? So, substitute now the letters with the given data of the pyramid, the base and the height. So, ganito yun. Okay? You have volume of pyramid equals 1/3 times length times width. Ito yung nakakulong, ito yung base. Okay? So this is the length and this is the width times the height. Then, you're going now to change the letters into numbers. Okay? Kopyahin mo yung data dito sa problem. So, ibaba mo si 1/3 times length is 5, width is 5. So, times 5 times 5. Times, yung height is 7.5. Okay? So, you have now 1/3 times 5 times 5 times 7.5. Now, you can use your calculator again. Solve first the whole number, which is 5 times 5. That is 25, right? 25 times 7.5. You can use your calculator. So, you have there, baba mo si 1/3. Huwag mo munang galawin dahil fraction yan. Okay? So, isolve muna natin yung whole number. Parihong whole number. So, ibaba natin si 1/3 times 5 times 5 times 7.5 equals 187.5. Okay? So, ayusin natin ang pagkasulat ng 1/3 times 187.5. Ganito yon para hindi malito. Okay? 1/3 times 187.5 over 1. Okay? Tandaan, kapag fraction, i-multiply mo sa whole number, automatic yung kanyang denominator ay 1. Okay? So, anong mangyari? Multiply now the numerator, multiply now the denominator. 1 times 187.5 equals 187.5. 3 times 1 equals 3. Okay, na-gets ba? So, ngayon, meron ka ng whole number na numerator at whole number na denominator. I-divide mo na ngayon si 187.5 kay 3. So, 187.5 divided by 3, what is the answer? Use your calculator. Alright, so you have 62.5 cubic meters. So, ang sukat ng square pyramid na ito, ang kayang ipasok o i-accumulate ng square pyramid na ito na may base na 5 meters at height na 7.5 meters is 62.5 cubic meters. Okay? Bakit cubic yan? Kasi we are talking of volume. Ang unit na gagamitin sa volume is cubic po. Kaya, yung symbol dyan sa itaas ay 3. That means cubic. Okay? So, this is now your final answer. Another solid figures, and let's try to solve for the volume. What is this solid figure? This solid figure has a radius of 5 centimeters and a height of 15 centimeters. Okay? This is the radius, which is 5 centimeters. So, the name of the solid figure is cone. Right? Now, what is the volume of a cone? To find the volume of a cone, you have 1/3 times pi times radius squared times height. Why radius squared? Bakit hindi radius cube? Radius squared kasi bilog siya. At para malaman ang sukat ng bilog, ang ginagamit na unit dyan ay radius. Intindihan? So, remember the symbol and the symbol pi and its equivalent. So, pi is 3.14. So, let's copy the formula. So, we have here the volume of a cone is 1/3 times pi times radius squared times height. Okay? So, tingnan natin, tandaan, sa radius, iyaan yung 5. Si height, ito yung 15 centimeters. So, palitan na natin. We have here the volume of a cone is 1/3. Baba yan. Times 3.14, which is the value of a pi. Times radius squared. Again, yung exponent niya is 2, kaya dalawahin natin si radius. 5 yung radius, kaya dalawahin natin siya dito. So, 5 times 5. Okay? And then, the height is 15. So, you have here 1/3 times 3.14 times 5 times 5 times 15. So, take note, we are going to solve first the whole number. 3.14 times 5 times 5 times 15. Huwag mo nang galawin si 1/3. Okay? So, what is the answer now? Ibaba natin si 1/3 because that is fraction. So, ang sagot ng 3.14 times 5 times 5 times 15 is 1,177.5. Okay? So, now, ayusin natin ang pagkasulat para hindi magkagulo ang isip. Okay? Para maintindihan pala lalo. Ito yon 1/3. Ayan. Times. Okay? Isulat lang natin ito ng maayos ha. 1,177.5 over 1. Okay? So, nakita ninyo, 1 times 1,177.5 and then, denominator 3 times 1. Okay? So, let's start with numerator. 1 times 1,177.5. The answer is 1,177.5. 3 times 1, the answer is 3. Okay? So, ngayon, pwede na nating i-divide si numerator kay denominator. So, 1,177.5 divided by 3, the answer is 392.5 cubic centimeters. So, the volume of this cone, which radius is 5 centimeters and height of 15 centimeters, is 392.5 cubic centimeters. Nagets ba? Nasundan? So, this is now your final answer. Another solid figure and how to compute for its volume. So, what solid figure is this? As you notice, the length is 6 centimeter, the width is 6 centimeter also, and the height is 6 centimeter again. So, if you notice and if you observe, pareho sila ng sukat lahat ng gilid. Dahil pareho ang sukat nila, ano ang tawag ng solid figure na ito? Okay, good. This is what we call the cube. Okay? So, a cube has perfect sides. And how to compute for volume? So, the volume of a cube is equals to side times side times side. Kasi meron kang length, first side, meron kang width, second side, meron kang height, third side. So, meron kang tatlong S dito, side times side times side. Or you can simply write, volume of a cube is equals to S cube. Dito, maraming magkakamali. Pero kung isimplify mo yung S cube, so gawin mo na lang itong tatlong S. Side times side times side. Okay? So, paano gawin yan? Ganito lang. Volume of a cube is side times side times side or S cube. So, palitan natin yung sides dyan, yung letter S dyan, palitan natin doon sa given data ng length, ng width, at ng height ng volume. Okay? Dito natin kukunin. Huwag na tayong maghanap ng iba. Yung iba nalilito pa dyan kung saan kinukuha yung numbers. Okay? So, you have there the volume is equals to 6 times 6 times 6. Bakit 6 silang tatlo? Kasi tingnan mo dito sa drawing, ang sukat niya ay puro 6. Kaya, ang isulat mo dyan, sa length 6, sa width 6, sa height 6. Okay? Now, simple problem. All you have to do is multiply. Lahat sila multiply. 6 times 6. The answer is 36. 36 times 6. So, what is the answer? Kung hindi kaya at para mabilis, sige, kunin mo yung calculator mo and then you can get the answer. The answer is 216 cubic centimeter. Okay? So the volume of a cube whose sides measures 6 centimeters is 216 cubic centimeters. Ito yung kadami na pwedeng ilagay natin diyan sa loob ng kahon na yan, sa loob ng cube na yan. Okay? Tubig man yan, asin, asukal, buhangin, o kung ano man yan, hangin man yan. Ito yung kaya niyang i-accumulate sa loob, which is 216 cubic centimeters. Alright? So that is now the process how to solve, how to compute the volume of a solid figure.